I say every car I review is special, and to me they all are, because 2 years ago I never thought I'd be doing this, being able to drive and experience some of the really cool cars. But this one behind me is really special because it took me to a place I never thought I'd see in my life. Earlier this year I went to China with Lepas, one of the newest brands to enter the South African market under the Chery umbrella. We attended the Beijing Auto Show where we got to see some amazing cars, as well as some of the Lepas cars that would be coming to the country. And it so happens we've got one of those cars on test this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Colin and this is the Lepas L6. Now, while in China, we got to test the L6 range, including the hybrid. But as of today and this date of this review, the L6 here in South Africa only comes with the petrol variant. Now, that petrol variant comes in two flavors, the Javan and the Pantera. And believe me when I say this Leopard here has all the spots. But first, let's take a look at what's under the bonnet. Both petrol variants are powered by a 1.5 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 108 kilowatts of power and 285 Newton meters of torque. Power is sent to the front wheels through a 6-speed dual clutch transmission. Now, this engine should feel familiar. It's part of the Chery's Act Eco engine family and has already seen plenty of real-world use across the Chery group, giving buyers added confidence. So where does Lepas fit in the Chery group? Lepas may share its engineering with other Chery products, but its biggest strength comes from its design. Now, like your mom likes to wear leopard print but acts more like a cougar, I think you've missed my mom jokes. The Lepas brand has opted for a more different approach, basing their models on the Leopard, looking for a more smoother, elegant and athletic kind of car over the bold, flashy and even rugged products that are under the other Chery brands. But does the blend of the smooth contours and I guess modern technology meet the requirements to actually be competitive in what is already a very popular segment? Let's start with the front. Beautiful design if I do say so myself, with a large diamond chrome pattern grille which is gorgeous and sets the tone for the rest of the car. The grille is the centerpiece for the sculpted bumper that also houses the full-width LED light housing that are gloss black to create a cleaner front. Below the grille there is a large intake that creates a lip to add some refinement to the front bumper. Now, the biggest hint of a Leopard's aesthetic is the slim cat-like DRL lights that sit high on the bumper and are a really unique design feature. The DRLs also begin the flow of the bonnet creases that give the L6 a wide stance from the front. Along the side, strong shoulder lines flow from the front to the rear, while body-colored door handles help create a clean, uninterrupted profile. Pronounced rear haunches give the L6 a muscular stance, also like a leopard, ready to pounce. The crease lines and plastic side skirts add some sport to the side profile, while the two-tone 19-inch wheels available on the Pantera give the L6 some nice pause. Okay, I'm sorry about the leopard references, I had to. But the wheels are beautiful with a unique two-tone design that give the L6 a great stance with a long wheelbase to provide excellent proportions. If I had one criticism, it would be the black plastic wheel arches and chrome window trim. Color matched arches and blacked out window surroundings would have given it an even cleaner, more premium look. But overall, it's still a very attractive SUV. The rear has just as much personality as the front, with a full-width LED light bar and slim LED tail lights taking center stage. Sporty touches like the two-tone integrated roof spoiler and carbon fiber inspired rear diffuser give the L6 a fast European inspired look. Hidden exhaust, a sculpted bumper and the smooth tailgate design keep the rear looking clean and full of character. We were lucky enough to have a sit-down chat with the actual designer of the L6 while in China, and I get it. This does not immediately look like a regular Chinese SUV. In fact, it feels far more upper class. And I believe that that's what they were going for, a more Euro-inspired design. And I'm telling you, it's actually working. It's a very good selling point for the L6. But let's check out the inside to see if the outside actually pairs up well with the inside too. The interior definitely came to the party with a great use of textures and materials to give the L6 a luxurious interior. The front of the cabin follows a familiar Cherry Group layout, but in the L6 it's been refined with a great emphasis on elegance and luxury. From the soft touch materials, leather wrapped finishes, metallic accents and ambient lighting, there is a clear step up in overall quality. The dashboard is a layered design and covered in accents, which makes the cabin feel less flat. Dominating the dashboard is a 13-inch portrait infotainment screen that is integrated nicely into the dash, and that, like basically every other new car, manages a number of control aspects from vehicle settings, climate control, media, and safety settings. The screen itself is high quality, with decent software operations which supports some customization. It also supports wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. The 8-inch digital instrument cluster is weird for me. It has a floating design that makes it look great, but the actual display feels cheap. It just doesn't feel like it fits in. The information displayed isn't customizable and leaves you wanting more. The steering wheel is nice with a flat bottom grip and houses your media and cruise controls, but is the generic steering wheel used on other Cherry products. Just behind that you have your gear selector lever. Below your dash you also have a dual phone holder, with one side being a 50-watt wireless charger that is ventilated for more efficient charging. You also get dual cup holders, but they won't hold 2 large cups of coffee. You also get a deep armrest storage box that is connected to your ventilation. Just below the center console, you have storage with access to your 12-volt socket and 2 USB-C ports. The tech doesn't stop there, with Sony's premium audio system with 8 speakers that has amazing sound quality. The speakers are unique in their placement and are surrounded by the multicolored ambient lighting, which is spread throughout the cabin. Beyond the amazing amount of space in the rear, with great headroom and legroom, passengers are treated to their own aircon vents, USB-C ports, pull-down armrest with cup holders, as well as a great view of the environment when the sunshade is open fully. Oh yes, Panoramic sunroof, another great feature. Now, seats are great, comfy, supportive, and have character. Both driver and passenger are electronically adjustable with lumbar support for the driver's seat. Both seats are heated and ventilated. Now, you also get a 540-degree camera with 360-degree bird's eye view, and when paired up with the front and rear parking sensors, gives you such confidence when parking and taking odd corners. Other mentionable tech that makes the L6 top tier are the keyless entry, push to start button, electronic tailgate, as well as dual zone climate control. For storage you have plenty. Besides the glove box, armrest and center console storage, the doors offer you large storage in both the front and the rear. But the real storage you care about is the boot, with 442 liters of space, which is generous. Oh, and check this out, the floor is actually adjustable. Is well put together. There is solid construction all around, and the only negative connotation I can actually give it is the premium finishes. Now, the materials themselves are premium, there is a premium feel to it. It's just that the actual finishes are a little on the lower end of that premium scale. But hey, it is a budget-friendly SUV. What were you expecting? Now, the other thing is the technology. I love the tech that's in here. Everything works so well. The screen starts up as soon as you jump in, sunroof, ambient lighting, it all works so nicely. Yeah, so well done Lepas, this is a beautiful cabin. Okay, so what is the L6 like to drive? Is it, I guess, similar to its cousins? I think that's the right word to use. Well, yes and no. So just like the outside and the inside, there is a lot of refinement in terms of the driving aspects of the L6. The biggest prop I will give it is its suspension. Now, I'm not saying it has active dampening levels of comfort, but it feels so smooth, it feels refined. It does not feel like, again, some of its brothers and sisters or cousins. But there are two aspects of every Chinese car, and if you've been watching all of my videos, you'll know this and you'll hear the complaints from everyone. Yep, throttle calibration and steering. Now, the steering feels, how do I say this? It doesn't feel like there's any character. It doesn't feel like there's any actual useful feedback from it. It feels very controlled by itself. It just feels lifeless. Now the throttle is not calibrated very well. It doesn't take input as accurately as I would want it to do. But I will say this, it is better than a lot of the other brands out there in terms of like Chinese throttle. But yeah, this car has its ups and downs, but it does have a lot more ups than downs. And that's a testament to, I suppose, what the Lepas brand is aiming for. Now, what can I say about the power? Yes, that 108 odd kilowatts is actually decent if you think about it. For a family SUV like this, it makes sense. What doesn't make sense to me is why we have drive modes. There's 3 drive modes. You got Eco, you got Normal, and you got Sport. Now, all those drive modes change are basically the rev and your, I suppose, input to the throttle. Now, why do I contest this? I don't think a family SUV like this needs drive modes. I don't think it needs a sport mode. Just give me normal and let me drive. They all prioritize the same thing, which is essentially efficiency over anything. When you put into sport, it bumps up the revs, but it makes no sense. It makes no sense to have a sport mode on this car. That's just my 2 cents. If you agree or disagree, let's have a conversation about it in the comments. I would love to hear other people's thoughts on this. Do sport modes need to be a standard on certain vehicles? Sorry, do you need multiple drive modes on certain vehicles? Back to the review. Now, the power is managed pretty decently, I suppose. The gearbox does hunt every once in a while, but for the majority of your driving and my driving within the city and I guess on the outskirts, it does a decent job. The issue is the revs itself. It kind of goes a little bit high for no reason. Now, when it goes high, you can hear it, and I'll touch on this just now. You can hear the engine kind of, you know, going a bit high there to get the revs at the right spot. But it just doesn't, I don't understand why it needs to be so high sometimes. Anyway, that's probably the gearbox, and yeah, maybe could be solved in a later iteration of the car. But yeah, that's basically the performance aspects of the driving. Let's talk about some of the other things. Stop it there. How does the L6 fit into your day-to-day life in terms of the driving aspect? Well, for one, the nice thing I like about it is even before you start the car, as soon as you enter close by with the keyless entry, the infotainment system starts up and it already connected to CarPlay and whatever you need. So that's like a small added thing. Yes, there is a whole welcome to the car thing I wish you could turn off, but yeah, it is what it is. Now, once you hit the start button, things get a little bit more fresh, I suppose. But sorry, I'm digressing. How does it actually fit into your life? And I think the one aspect you really care about it is its efficiency. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky because I got this car with a full tank of petrol and I can get it to about 500, just over 500 kilometers of range, because I'm currently sitting at about 240, and if I live my normal day-to-day life, that's what I should get. This is the hard one. The average fuel consumption is sitting on 10.1, which is pretty darn high, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, this car is not as efficient as we would like it to be, and it's certainly not as efficient as some of its brothers and sisters. I keep saying that, but you know what I mean, right? Overall, I think this is a really good daily pick. It's beautiful in terms of, I guess, what it can be and what it can do, but also what it looks like. But it does have its cons. Now, those cons are up to you to decide if that's something that's a red flag for you, but I think this car is, yeah, it's refined, it's decent. The date of this recording, pricing hasn't been confirmed yet, but I kind of gathered it'll probably be around the 500 mark. But don't take my word for it. Let's just wait to see what Lepas South Africa releases. But you're still guaranteed the usual standard warranties and guarantees. And the first 200 customers get a credit. Now that can go towards, let's say, buying an accessory, even paying off your car, or even the better one, extending your warranty plan. Now that sounds like a sweet little deal for me, but I think let's just wait for a confirmed pricing from them. The L6's biggest flex is its design with some amazing and unique styling elements, but is design enough for it to stand out in what is arguably a very populated segment? With a great amount of space, tech and refinement, the L6 is a big bold step for the Lepas brand in South Africa. But will this be a devouring beast, apex predator of a car, or is it just going to be a regular house cat? Alright, fine, I'm sorry with the leopard references there. But you get what I'm saying. Is the L6 a yay or a nay for you? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. And remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ooh.